Let's bring in somebody who was in the room yesterday. Joining us now, Vice Chair of the House Democratic Caucus, Congresswoman Katherine Clark of Massachusetts. Congresswoman, good to have you with us this morning. Take us inside that caucus meeting yesterday, led by Speaker Pelosi. What was it like in the room, and what do you believe was the tipping point on impeachment for Nancy Pelosi?
The tipping point is clear. It was national security, full stop. And I can tell you that in that room, we were somber. What has occurred here is weighing on us and our responsibilities, not only as members of Congress, but as patriots and as Americans. But we are unified that what this president has admitted to putting his political gain over the country and our issues of national security is corruption that must be checked.
Nancy Pelosi is quoted as having said in the meeting, it doesn't change much from what's already going on, which is to say you already have 6 committees looking into the possibility of impeachment of Donald Trump. As you look at this, what's different today than it was if I'd asked you yesterday?
It is the acknowledgement by this president that he was willing to go to a foreign country, ask them to dig up and manufacture dirt on an opponent, and that he was willing to withhold military aid that had been approved in a bipartisan way. It is putting those politics, our election of 2020, over the American people and the integrity of the fundamentals of our democracy, which is our elections. And what happened yesterday was Congress, the House Democrats, stood together and said, we will not stand for this. We will use the constitutional tools that we have to check a reckless president.
So, Congresswoman Clark, you've got 6 different committees funneling information and data into perhaps one committee, the Judiciary Committee. When are we going to arrive at what we're looking at? And is it going to be a buffet menu of charges, or are we going to have 1 or 2 that we're going to go with here, that the party is going to go with here?
I think what we are feeling is the urgency. We have a whistleblower complaint that we're hoping to be able to see over the next few days in its entirety. But that complaint was lodged because there is urgency to this issue. We're very cognizant of that, and we are going to be moving forward as expeditiously as possible. And the process we will know as we go forward. But the key thing that happened yesterday was the opening of these impeachment proceedings and reaching out to the American people and saying, we heard you. We heard you in the midterms when you said we care about health care, we care about infrastructure, but right up there, as I traveled the country, people care about corruption. They want to know this government is working for them. And that is what we said to them yesterday. We hear you and we're with you. And we want to support the integrity of this government and what it means to be the President of the United States.
Congresswoman Katherine Clark, thank you very much for being on the show this morning. We'll be following this.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.